Okay, this is Tegan, and let's take a look. Okay, one thing is this is a bit long. We really just want to be between 5 and 10 seconds. So, although that, so I would, I would be stopping there, but I think you can get through all your poses in that period of time pretty easily. Um, the poses are okay, but there's something to avoid, which at least used to be called twinning, as in twins, like twinning, which is where each side of the character is doing the same thing. So, for example, I would probably do something like, you know, uh, maybe rest one hand on the side here, and then maybe the other hand on a knee. Maybe get a little bit of twist in the body, for example. And again, here it's very symmetrical. So when the character is symmetrical, that's there's always exceptions, but generally that's something you want to avoid. You want the character to be asymmetrical. And I can see, yeah, okay, yeah, so the arm is a slightly different pose in this one, but fundamentally he's pretty symmetrical. So again, maybe he never stops holding on there, or maybe the last thing he do is releases that thing. And I think, yeah, maybe more anticipation for this stretch, and then when he does stretch, stretch further and bigger. Um, and then there's I'm not suggesting you try to have the character walk away. I don't think you should. Just focus on making this first part good. But if you did decide to have him walk away, you can't just leap between there and there in one pose. There's like 8 poses between um, here and there. And then again, same with that. There's another, I don't know, 8 or 10 poses in there. I mean, you really need to break down each of those steps if you're going to do that. Now, I definitely think, given the scope we're working within, that he's not going to make it to the stairs. There's no way. You really need to cut this thing shorter. So I don't suggest you do all those poses, but if you were going to have him go to the stairs, you would need many, many, many more poses at this point. Let's take a look at the my file. Oh, where's the controllers? You got a layer. So yeah, you're really going to want to do IK for this. So I mean, it is possible to transition from FK to IK. Actually, you've already got that on, but like maybe between these two somewhere. Um, Seeing this is already switch to IK, and then maybe then I would take the rest of these keyframes out because they're going to be useless on that arm. So maybe just gonna take a look at this scene. Yeah, maybe something like this. Whoops. And then maybe have the fingers more uncurled. Whoops. Whoops. Anyways, you'd put more time into it than this. But the point is, you could do a pose something like that. Maybe I'll middle mouse click here, and this will be the same. so it sticks between that time. Maybe do the same with the fingers. Select this one, go back. Is that the pose I liked? And then middle mouse click on this one. And then set keyframe again, that'll stay still. So maybe you know, maybe I think he's kind of overstretched here, so I think we'll have to go to that keyframe and, you know, I just want at least a little bit of bend in that elbow. So, you know, hopefully you're getting some ideas. But I think it can be good to pin the hand down to something using IK, and it gives him some leverage when he tries to stand up. Um, might just middle mouse click here and keyframe that and keyframe this. And, let's do that here too, middle mouse click. Okay. It's just, having something to kind of brace on as you stand up can be a good idea. So, yeah, I think once it's pulled beyond that point, you'll want to release it, probably in whatever pose. Starting to think you didn't keyframe everything every pose, and I think you do want to do that. So yeah, maybe here is where, and he doesn't need that leverage now anymore anyway, so maybe there he lifts off. So let's start to give him a little more believability. Anyway, you need to lovingly work through all that stuff.